Welcome to Rome, Italy. You're probably thinking, I've seen it all when it comes to Rome, but keep watching. We're sharing surprising fun facts that can turn well-known photo stops into something you can truly connect with, plus hidden gems most travelers miss. And the best part? You can do everything in this video in just 2.5 days. Let's dive in. When in Rome, you have to check out one of the most iconic landmarks in all of Italy, the Colosseum. We caught a glimpse of the Colosseum from far away. It looked massive and ancient, even from a distance. Construction of the Colosseum began in AD 70 and took only 10 years to complete. For comparison, the Egyptian pyramids took about 20 to 30 years to build. Considering it's been standing for almost 2,000 years, it's amazing how well preserved it still is today. Once you're inside, the size is even more impressive, covering roughly 6 acres and seating up to 80,000 people. They hosted all kinds of events here: gladiator battles, exotic animal hunts, and mythological reenactments.
This is unbelievable. The scale and the detail is just out of this world. I'm so amazed and impressed. Look at that.
What you see at the base is the Hypogeum, the underground area where fighters and animals were kept. They also flooded the arena to stage mock naval battles. Emperor Constantine was the first Roman emperor to convert to Christianity, and he banned gladiator fights in 325 AD. Although it took a few decades for the games to fully stop, this marked the beginning of the Colosseum's decline.
You're gonna need your ID again.
The Roman Forum is such a serene and beautiful place. The ticket for Colosseum also includes access to the Roman Forum, and you shouldn't skip it.
What do you think?
It's really beautiful, and it's just so pleasant and peaceful, and the birds and the breeze. I don't know, this is really, I kind of wish that we could just have like a picnic right there.
This place is absolutely worth your time. Honestly, I thought it was even more impressive than the Colosseum, and the Colosseum was already incredible. The Roman Forum was the center of Roman life for over 1,000 years. This is where they had homes, temples, markets, and courts. It was like a combination of Times Square and the White House and Wall Street in ancient Rome. It's amazing to witness such a historically rich site. Even as ruins, this place is breathtaking. You can almost imagine the grandeur of Roman life, their engineering, architecture, and luxury. This is Palatine Hill. According to legend, Rome was founded here in 753 BC. This is where emperors and the wealthy elite lived. It was essentially ancient Rome's version of Hollywood Hills. And yes, the word palace actually came from Palatine Hill. One of the highlights of the Forum is the Temple of Caesar. His body was cremated here, and to this day, visitors still leave flowers at the site.
This is so beautiful, and what's really blowing my mind is that when this was all intact, when everybody was so prolifically living here a couple of thousand years ago, I can't imagine what it must have been like. Crazy, crazy advanced. So beautiful.
It's hard to put into words how powerful it feels to walk through all of this in person. It's truly overwhelming in the best way. After leaving the Roman Forum, we walked around the city and eventually stopped at this lovely spot for lunch. Sitting outside was such a nice experience, and the staff were super friendly and attentive. We started with a spinach salad topped with buffalo mozzarella. It was fresh and flavorful. I had the lasagna for my main dish, and it was so comforting and tasty. David had the chicken, which was also amazing. They don't take reservations, but you can just walk in any time between noon and midnight. Highly recommended if you're nearby and want a great local meal. After spending some lovely time at the rooftop bar of our hotel, we walked over to the Pantheon. Our hotel was just a 3-minute walk away, so it felt amazing to stay right next to such a world-famous landmark. The Pantheon attracts around 6 million visitors every year. That's over 16,000 people a day. So yes, it gets crowded, but it's absolutely worth it, especially when you know some of the incredible facts behind it. There was a mess taking place in the late afternoon, so our entry was slightly delayed. I couldn't believe that this 1900-year-old ancient temple is still in use today as a Catholic church. At the center of the dome, there's a 30-foot wide oculus, a circular opening that lets in natural light, rain, and even snow.
Do you think that the holes were here from the beginning, or they made it?
I think they probably made it.
It creates these mesmerizing, almost magical scenes inside.
What do you think?
It's quite impressive. It's beautiful. I cannot believe that it is so well preserved. It's hard to not take your eyes off of it.
What's even more amazing is that the Pantheon is built using concrete, not just stone. And the scientists found that it is as strong as modern concrete. They developed the perfect formula using volcanic ash from Mount Vesuvio in Pompeii. Simply incredible. Knowing all these, the Pantheon isn't just a beautiful church. It's a true World Heritage masterpiece. From the Pantheon, we walked just 5 minutes to Retrobottega for dinner. Another spot we highly recommend. Its open kitchen layout, minimalist decor, and communal seating makes for a truly unforgettable dining experience. We chose the Sabotage tasting menu, but honestly, the individual dishes on the menu looked amazing too. Over 2 hours, we were served marinated zucchini, crispy fried broccoli leaves that tasted just like delicious Japanese tempura, a mushroom and tuna salad, sweetbreads with chicken heart, beef tenderloin, and a refreshing beetroot and tuna salad. To wrap it all up, we had lamb agnolotti topped with truffles. Dessert wasn't included, but we added some ice cream with strawberries. It was the perfect finale. So good, so full.
Is it a Shiba?
Kita.
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
After dinner, we walked just 3 minutes to Club Derrière, another one of Rome's top cocktail bars. I was completely blown away by this place. The Speakeasy style decor was on point, including the quirky restroom door. The staff were incredibly professional and friendly. The cocktails were mind-blowing. It felt like we were the only tourists there. Everyone else spoke Italian, which made it feel even more authentic. Watching the main bartender, Michelangelo, craft cocktails was a show in itself.
Cheers.
What a great way to end the
Oh
night.
my god, I don't even know how to drink this.
People often say that in Rome, all roads lead to the Trevi Fountain because of its central location and prominence. So it's a great place to start your Rome tour. The name Trevi comes from Latin, and it means 3 roads because it sits at the junction of 3 streets. The Trevi Fountain attracts about 1,000 visitors an hour. This is the largest Baroque fountain in Rome, crafted from the same limestone used for the Colosseum. During the Dark Ages, this was actually one of the only clean water sources for the entire city of Rome. They estimate about 1.5 million euros is collected from the fountain each year, and all of it goes to the charity. The beautiful building behind the fountain is called Palazzo Poli. It was originally the library of the Duke of Poli. Today, it serves as the headquarters of the Central Institute for Graphics. People actually work here today. Quite fascinating, isn't it? The water that feeds the mountain comes from the ancient Aqua Virgo aqueduct. It's the only Roman aqueduct that has never stopped working in over 2,000 years. Most visitors don't know this, but you can actually go underneath the Trevi Fountain. Here, you can see the flowing water fed by the Aqua Virgo aqueduct. which is stored and used for the Trevi Fountain above. Quite fascinating.
Okay, thank you.
Known as the City of Water, this is an ancient Roman residential complex that lies directly beneath the fountain. This area was once home to ancient streets and residences dating back to the 4th century. You can see the pottery, artwork, and coins that were discovered during the excavation. It costs €4 per person, and you will need a reservation since only a small number of people are allowed in at a time. Visiting here after seeing the Trevi Fountain is a great way to deepen your experience, so check it out. You can walk no more than 10 minutes from the Trevi Fountain to get to the Spanish Steps. The name comes from the nearby Spanish embassy to the Vatican. This is one of the rare architectural designs where a staircase connects to a piazza to a church. When we visited in April, the steps were covered with blooming azaleas, turning the entire area into a beautiful floral display. At the base, you'll find a small leaky boat fountain. We took the stairs to reach the top. The view from up there is refreshing and gives you a unique perspective of the city. But man, there are so many people here. We had to escape the crowd for a bit. We called a taxi using the Free Now app to visit Quartiere Coppedè. After about 15-minute taxi ride from the top of the Spanish Steps, we were dropped off at Piazza Mincho, a distinctive square in the heart of the district. It was so beautiful and picturesque. Oh my gosh, no tourists here! The district is named after the renowned architect Coppedè, who designed a collection of 26 mansions and 17 villas in the area. Some locals told us this area is considered one of Rome's best-kept secrets. This archway marks the entrance to the district and is known for its intricate design and elaborate decorations. Walking around here, away from the crowds, felt incredibly therapeutic. We stopped by BucaVino for lunch.
Hi.
It's a humble Italian restaurant that isn't really known to tourists. We started with fried anchovies and white wine. I had the clam pasta, and David had the chicken cutlet. Later, we found out that they are actually known for their traditional style carbonara. So if you visit, definitely give that a try. Rome's vintage shops aren't just affordable. They are packed with hand-picked gems from some of the city's best-dressed residents. So of course, we wanted to check a couple places out. The Monti and Trastevere neighborhoods are known for vintage shopping, but we visited a couple of shops near Piazza Navona. Just a 10-minute taxi ride from the BucaVino restaurant where we had lunch. You can find everything from affordable local brands to global luxury pieces. They seem to be into American vintage here in Rome. There were tons of items to browse and try on. We didn't end up buying anything, but we had a lot of fun exploring and trying on clothes and accessories. If you spend a little time digging, you might just uncover something unique to keep you stylish. Piazza Navona is located between the Pantheon and the Vatican. It's a beautiful place to stroll, admire the fountains, and do some people watching. It was built on the site of an ancient stadium originally used for athletic games like foot races. In the late 15th century, it was transformed into a public piazza. You can still see the oval shape of the stadium when you walk around. Here's the fun fact. In the 17th and 18th centuries, they would intentionally flood the piazza on the weekends during August to cool down locals and entertain them, turning it into a temporary urban lake. What an incredible luxury Romans had back then. Rome has more fountains than any other cities in the world. There are lots of bars and restaurants around the piazza, but we'd recommend not to eat here. They tend to be pricey and touristy. You can find amazing restaurants elsewhere. I'll leave a link to some great local spots in the description. Let's explore a few places in Trastevere. It's a hip neighborhood you definitely shouldn't miss.
Wow, the whole new world starts here.
This is the fountain of the Acqua Paola. a monumental public fountain located on Janiculum Hill in Trastevere. Locals call it the Big Fountain because of its grand scale and dramatic presence. And yes, it's beautiful. The best way to get here is by taxi using the Free Now app. Just across from the fountain, you'll find a beautiful church. Built in the late 15th century, legend says that this church stands on the exact spot where St. Peter was crucified upside down. The views of the city from up there was incredible. Just walking around this area feels so nice and romantic. From the church, it's an easy 10 to 15 minute walk to the center of Trastevere, but it's downhill, so bring comfortable walking shoes.
Okay, we're gonna go to one of the world's 50 best bars. It is called Freni e Frizioni, and it is down on the river. The cocktails are supposed to be spectacular, and we've really been enjoying checking off bars on that world's 50 best list. So there are 2 in Rome, and we're going to both of them tonight.
Let's explore Trastevere a little bit. This is one of my favorite neighborhoods in Rome. As you can see, there's so much going on. Just walking around here is a lot of fun.
This is becoming so much fun here. Lots of crazy street arts, and there's a lot of energy going on here.
A lot of life happening.
Yeah. It's so beautiful here.
Trastevere is a vibrant, artistic, and hip neighborhood. It's really lovely with its cobblestone streets, lively cafes, boutique shops, and world-class bars, like Freni e Frizioni. Ranked number 53 on the world's 50 best bars list in 2024, this former mechanics workshop is now a lively bar known for its creative cocktails and buzzing atmosphere. They serve aperitivo to enjoy with your drinks. The cocktails are amazing, not overpowering, but uniquely tasty and full of flavor. Sipping great cocktails surrounded by locals really made me feel like I was part of the community.
I love the subtle flavor of this one. It's really good.
I highly recommend this place, especially if you're a cocktail lover. Now it's time for some authentic Roman food for dinner. Osteria da Umberto is only a 3-minute walk from the bar. This place gets packed as soon as they reopen at 7:30 p.m. for dinner, so making a reservation would be a good idea.
The grilled vegetable that we're going to share has arrived.
We started with mixed vegetables and a glass of wine. For the main course, I had bucatini pasta with guanciale and tomato sauce. It was absolutely delicious. David had the traditional carbonara with egg yolk, guanciale, and pecorino cheese. Simply amazing.
So good.
The meatballs were also incredible, unlike anything you'd find in the States. We highly recommend this restaurant if you want a true taste of traditional Roman cuisine. Let me introduce you to Drink Kong, which is ranked 33rd in the world's 50 best bars list in 2024. Hands down, it's one of the best bars we've ever been to. This is also David's favorite bar in Italy. It took us about 15 minutes by taxi to get here from Trastevere. The decor is seriously cool, inspired by a fusion Japanese minimalism and futuristic design. The menu totally made me geek out. It uses a metric system to show the flavor profiles of the cocktails. Super fun. Incredibly friendly and professional bartenders craft amazing cocktails, and they really know their stuff. Sitting at the bar is a must. Seeing the way they craft each drink is a show in itself. Be sure to make a reservation if you want a bar seating. What a great way to wrap up a busy day.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.
If you have time for a relaxing afternoon, head out to Ostia Beach. It's a neighborhood near the airport where locals like to hang out.
Oh my god, look at the ocean. It's so nice.
There's a wide stretch of beach where people relax, sunbathe, and swim in the ocean. It's not a place many tourists visit because it's a bit far from central Rome, but if you are staying near the airport, like we did the night before our early morning flight, it's totally worth checking out. Besides soaking up the sun with locals, there are some great restaurants in the area. We had dinner at La Terrazza del Marchese, a charming Italian restaurant with a rooftop outdoor dining area on the second floor. If you visit, definitely try to sit outside. The fried shrimp and squid were excellent, so fresh and well prepared that I could eat the whole shrimp. David's carbonara was spot on, flavorful, creamy, and authentically Roman. My pasta with clams was also fantastic, al dente, savory, and full of flavor. Such a lovely way to wrap up the evening after hanging out at the beach. If you make it to Ostia, be sure to stop by this restaurant for a delicious local meal.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Oh my gosh, that's delicious.
Wow.
I hope this video gave you a fresh perspective on both the iconic landmarks and hidden gems around Rome. And stay tuned! Our Tuscany series is coming up next. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and leave a comment. Until then, bye bye!